Hi, I'm JJ Peller. Thanks for watching the video. Number one, I just have a couple minutes to share with you. And what I want to share is this. Something I thought about while I was running the other day. I just started this running regimen, if you will, a few weeks ago. Lauren, my fiance, and we decided that on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evenings after work, we're going to go out and run 3 miles together, which is awesome. It's fantastic. It's a great way to be physically fit and improve our energy level and just be healthy and well-rounded. And also, it's a great way for us to spend quality time together without just sitting on the couch or doing something that's not actually good for our minds, our bodies, our souls, whatever. So it's been a really great bonding scenario for us. It's also been great for our physical well-being. Great for my physical well-being. She already runs all the time. But for me, it's something that I don't really do. So it really is a physical, mental, and emotional push for me to go out 3 days a week, 3 nights a week, and run 3 miles. When prior to 2 weeks ago, I couldn't tell you the last time that I ran a full mile, let alone 3, at her pace. So all I want to share with you is this, because a few days ago, she was down in Indy for work, and I was left to run by myself. I decided that even though I didn't want to go out and do the 3 miles, I had to. Number one, because I knew why I was doing it. I was doing it because I believe in the ability to just be totally physically fit, energized, feeling empowered and powerful physically, because when I feel better physically, I can produce better mentally, emotionally, at work, with my family, with my relationships with Lauren. So I truly believe in this idea of just being physically fit. I think it really is a huge benefit for you, for me, for anybody that puts their body and mind to the test physically, emotionally, mentally, and just pushing yourself to raise your level. But here's what happened. Wednesday evening, I was off to do it by myself, and I just did not want to. I'm thinking it's 40 degrees, it's starting to get cold, it's fall. There's all these excuses and reasons why I'd be just much more comfortable just staying at home and not going out for this run. Well, you know what happens when you slack off and don't do that thing that you know you're supposed to do, right? You feel that regret. So what I told myself was, what's going to happen in 2 hours from now when it's time to go to bed, 3 hours from now maybe, later today or tomorrow, and you say, you know what, I didn't do that run. I didn't go out and do that thing. I didn't make that phone call. I didn't push myself. I didn't go to the gym. How am I going to feel? If you're an overachiever, if you're ambitious, if you're excited about achievement and success like I am, which is probably why you're watching this video, you're not going to be okay with that. You're not going to be okay with looking back on your day or looking back on the previous day and saying, I didn't do the things that I know I had to do to improve myself, to raise my level, to achieve even more, to become more so that I can serve more value to even more people. So number one, I got in my truck, I drove down the street to where we parked so that we can run the laps, and I did it. I just got out and I did it. And my first goal was, you know what, I showed up and I got on the track and I started running. Sometimes the toughest thing for us to do, but the most important, is to show up, to put yourself in that position to do the thing that you know you have to do to push yourself, to achieve better results for yourself, for your team, for your family, for your organization, whatever it is. So I showed up. I had my shorts on, my running shoes on, my sweatshirt on, and I was ready to rock and roll. But then I realized that, yeah, I'm running, and I was actually running pretty hard because I am competitive with myself and other people, and I wanted to push myself. I want to challenge myself. But at some point, I realized that I was getting tired. Has that ever happened to you with working out? Yeah, I started getting tired. I just wanted to stop running. I was like, Jay, you could just walk for a few minutes. No big deal. Just walk a little bit, catch your breath, then you can push again. But in the back of my mind, I knew that wasn't going to help me improve. Because one of the most important things we can do physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, with our skills, whatever realm of personal achievement and success that you're looking at, is to train yourself to be tough. Toughness isn't just for athletes on the field or the court or the track. Toughness is also for you as an entrepreneur, you as a manager, you as a parent or family member, friend. When there are times that you don't want to actually go do the thing that you know is going to push you and improve you and propel you forward, that is how we train toughness. So if you have shown up and you are doing the things that you know you're supposed to be doing, but then at some point you're like, gosh, I'm getting tired of this. I'm getting worn down a little bit. I feel like I could just take a little bit of a break. But you know that you've got more in the tank. You know that you have room to push yourself, to challenge yourself physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, to raise your level, then you must keep going. You have to know that training your toughness is just as vital as improving the skills that you have in whatever area of work that you're doing. So I said to myself, Jay, you've got to keep pushing, man. You can't stop now. Don't walk, because you'll think about yourself in 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes later today, and you'll realize that if I walked and I still had something left in the tank, then I left it out there. I left more to give. I had more to give, and I didn't do it. I didn't push myself as far as I could go. And that's not okay with me. For some people, that's okay. Just showing up and going through the motions, that's okay. But if you're an ambitious person, if you want to see how far you can push yourself, how much you can challenge yourself, how far you can go, how much you can become so that you can serve even more people and then just enjoy life because you know you've become even more, then you're not going to be okay with not giving it everything you got. So all I want to share with you is this. If you found yourself in those times of knowing that it's tough and you're not pushing through and you're trying to challenge yourself but you're not going to the next level, you're allowing yourself to walk, to take a break when you know you've got more to give in that moment, here's something you can try on. I've heard it called the rocking chair test. You know, thinking about yourself when you're 85 or 90, just sitting in your rocking chair, looking back on your life. Did you push through those times that you felt challenged so that you could raise your level in whatever area that you're working on? And you can look back on your life and you can say one of two things. One, I pushed. When I felt challenged, I got tough. I trained my toughness and I broke through those tough times mentally, emotionally, physically to raise my level and become more. And now that I'm sitting here 85 or 90 years old in my rocking chair, I know that I laid it on the line and I gave it everything I've got. Or you're going to sit in your rocking chair when you're 85 or 90 years old and you're going to say, I had so much more to give. I had so much more that I could have become, that I could have served, more value to give. I didn't train my toughness the way that I could have. I had more in the tank, but I didn't give it. I chose to walk too often. I chose to not show up too often. And I didn't strengthen my mental and emotional states. I didn't strengthen myself physically so that I can give more and just become more so I can enjoy life to its fullest. So when you face those tough times, you can think about the rocking chair test and putting yourself in that state of when you're 85 or 90 years old. How do you feel when you look back on your life? The second thing you can do is keep it much shorter. What I did, in fact, as I was running and wanting to stop, I thought about myself, in 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, when I'm done with this run, am I going to be okay with the fact that I walked and left something in the tank? Am I going to be okay with the fact that I didn't push through, that I didn't give it everything I had, that I didn't challenge myself to improve and increase my strength and increase my toughness so that the next time I go out, I'm even better positioned to do even more, to be stronger, to be tougher, to be more physically fit, and in the best state possible to serve and give and do and become more so that I can live that life that I want to live as a speaker, as a coach, as an advisor, as someone that's just trying to serve other people. So I'll offer that up to you. That's all I have, and I'll wrap it up there. If you want to become more, do more, serve even more people, you have to train your toughness, and you can only do that by going out and doing the things that are tough, doing the things that make you feel uncomfortable, and doing them anyways. And not just doing them, but pushing through the times that you want to stop, the times that you just want to walk on the track and give yourself a break. I think breaks and relaxation are important, but not in the moment, not in the time that you're meant to be pushing yourself so that you can raise your level and go out and do even more. That's all I've got. If you've enjoyed this, if you want more videos like this, subscribe, please. I'd love to hear from you, so subscribe and comment below, because number one, if you subscribe, I know that you've enjoyed it because you want more. Number two, if you comment below, you can tell me specifically what you liked about this, what we could add, what we could change, what you're working on. Keep me posted. I'd love to hear from you. Besides subscribing and commenting below, go ahead and follow me on social media, Instagram and Facebook. I'd love to stay in touch. I'd love to stay connected. Go after your dreams. Be passionate. Have fun. Be awesome.